to my YouTube channel. Before we hop in this video, I want to say if you guys haven't seen my video I posted on me and my cousins answering trivia questions, I need you guys to go check that out. Like always, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much, and let's just get into this video. New day, literally, well, like 2 days, you know what I mean? A whole new shirt, a whole new outfit. Literally, my camera died as I was about to start this video, but we're back, so let's just get into this video. This video is going to be my coming out story, you know what I mean? This is something I wanted to talk about, for a while on my YouTube channel. It's just something like that I'm so happy about, you know what I mean? Even though I went through so much shit, you know what I mean? Which we're going to get to that video, you know what I mean? There's going to be some ups, there's going to be some downs, but I literally just want to share this story and share my story to help any one of you guys, any one of my subscribers, anyone that is going to watch this video, you know what I mean? Or will stumble across this video. I want my story to somewhat inspire someone or to help anyone, you know what I mean? No matter what I went through, the good or the bad that I'm going to tell you guys about. I really hope that it can help anyone out there, you know what I mean? And I love being who I am, you know what I mean? I love being a part of the LGBTQ community, and you guys should be too. Anyone out there that can relate to this video or is going through anything that I went through, you know what I mean? I'm here for you 1000%, and this is my story and I want to share it with you guys. So let's just get into this video. And I always love you guys so much. I don't even know where to begin, honestly. Like I want to say, like, I always knew that I was different, you know what I mean? I always knew that I was different than, you know, the other, like, little boys, you know what I mean? Like, I loved Barbie dolls, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I did love, like, video games, and I loved Power Rangers, but I also loved, like, Sailor Moon and Powerpuff Girls, you know what I mean? Like, I just always, like, knew, like, I was just me, you know what I mean? I didn't, even at a young age, obviously at a young age, I didn't really have a name for it or a label. I don't even like labels now, you know what I mean? Like, I just am who I am, you know what I mean? And I was who I was even at a young age. Like, I just liked what I liked, you know what I mean? I didn't, like, try to hide it. I didn't try to, you know, I would always ask, like, my grandparents, like, for Barbie dolls, and then one minute I would ask for Power Rangers, you know what I mean? Because I love Power Rangers as well, you know what I mean? Not that, like, toys have anything to do with it and shouldn't define, it has nothing to do with that. I just always knew I was different. I liked different things than, you know, other little boys that I went to school with, or just that I would, like, be around, you know what I mean? Like, I just always knew I was different, you know, and which I love now, you know what I mean? But then I didn't understand. I just knew I was me, you know. I just liked what I liked. And, you know, I'm sure my family and everyone around me knew that I was older than me, you know what I mean? Like my aunts, my uncles, and obviously my mom, and maybe, you know, even my grandparents, I'm sure, you know. But one thing about that is they never judged me for it, you know what I mean? They would buy me Barbie dolls. They would buy me lip gloss, you know what I mean? And no one ever, like, really judged me for it, you know what I mean? Inside of, like, my family. And I know that that's not the case for everybody, you know what I mean? I know a lot of people get shamed for being gay by their family, or lesbian, or bisexual, transgender, whatever you are, you know what I mean? Whoever you are, you know what I mean? And who you were born to be, you know what I mean? I know that's just not the case for everyone. I know, you know, some people get kicked out of their families for being who they are, you know what I mean? They get shunned by their family. People, you know, hate them and don't understand them, you know what I mean? And turn their backs on them just for them being who they are, you know what I mean? And I understand that 1000%. And no matter what I go through with my family, no matter how much, like, they do annoy me, we always don't see eye to eye. I was always so thankful, and I'm so blessed that they kind of understood me in that aspect of my life, and they just accepted me for who I was, you know what I mean? But we're gonna get into that. But yeah, I just always knew I was different, you know what I mean? I remember I would literally, you guys know, like on sweatpants, there's obviously two legs, so, like, your legs to go through. I would, like, put those on top of my head when I was younger, and I would just act like it was long hair, you know what I mean? And it's just funny, like, I laugh, like, I smile, because it's like, I just was being who I was, you know what I mean? I was just being a free kid down here, like, in my grandparents' basement, just having fun, you know what I mean? I remember just wanting to always be, like, just like Sailor Moon, and just like the Powerpuff Girls, and being so upset, like, literally just so obsessed with that, you know what I mean? I don't know, it's just it's fun to look back on, you know what I mean? And it makes me happy, it just makes me smile, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, I was just being who I was, you know what I mean? And that's also a main point of this video, is I always want you guys to be whoever the fuck you are. I do not care what anyone has to say about you. I don't care what anyone thinks about a lifestyle, your lifestyle that you choose, you know what I mean? No one can judge you for it. And, you know, people are going to judge you for it. Like, we're also going to get into that, you know what I mean? Because, like, as much as there was so much good that came with, you know, just being accepted by my family, you know what I mean? And I got a lot of shit for it in school, you know what I mean? People would talk about me so much, you know what I mean? I got called every name in the book, you know what I mean? I don't mean to like trigger anyone. I'm not gonna say this word. I'll spell it, you know what I mean? I got called Faggot, you know what I mean? I got called, why do you act like a girl? I've gotten told, you act like a girl, you're so girly, why do you act like that? Are you gay? You know what I mean? Like, so many people just would come at me just for me being who I am and just would judge me and talk about me, you know what I mean? And it did bother me. I remember times where I would come home and I would just cry my eyes out, especially like in 5th grade. I would remember just coming home crying just because people would talk about me so much. Every single day would be like, are you gay? Are you gay? Are you gay? You know what I mean? Not that, and it's no one's damn business, you know what I mean? And people shouldn't ask you. That's not something that, why is that a question that needs to be asked, you know what I mean? Like, and granted, people were younger, you know what I mean? But it's still not okay to ever make someone feel like they're wrong for being who they are, or to ask people who they are, and none of that shit matters, you know what I mean? And it shouldn't matter. But I know this video is probably gonna be all over the place, but like, I remember just feeling like, why me? Like, why do people talk about me so much? Like, why am I getting judged so hard just for being me? Like, because I would see other people in school, and you know, obviously I was over the top, and I was just who I was, you know what I mean? But like, I would see people that didn't act like me, that were just like, I guess you could say straight, you know what I mean? And they didn't get picked on for being who they were. Like, I just didn't get it. I didn't understand, you know what I mean? But like, I knew no matter what, you know what I mean? Like, I was always going to be who I was, you know what I mean? And I wasn't going to change for anybody, you know, even though I would come home and cry my eyes out, and I wouldn't want to go to school, and you know, I wouldn't want to go to certain classes because I know people were going to talk about me, and you know, people would talk about the way I talk, you know what I mean? I literally, the way that I dress, you know what I mean? Like, people, literally, I was told every single thing, you know what I mean? Like, that you could think of that's like slanderous, you know what I mean? Or to like hurt someone's feelings, or like bring someone down, you know what I mean? Like, just for being who I was, you know what I mean? Like, I got that much hate for it, and got people talking about me, and you know what I mean? I remember just a lot of shit people would put me through just for being who I was, you know what I mean? And it only made me stronger, and that's what I want you guys to know. Like, it's only gonna make you stronger. Like, that only made me stronger. Like, it didn't, like, yes, it fucking sucked. Like, you know what I mean? It literally fucking sucked. Like, literally, I'm telling you guys, there were days, like, I literally did not want to go to school because I knew people were gonna talk about me just for me being who I was, you know what I mean? And it was just rough on me, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't really talk about it or tell anyone because, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna get into all that, but like, no one really knew what I was going through. Like, as far as like how much shit people would talk about me, just, you know, I didn't really tell my family or anyone. I just kind of like just dealt with it on my own. You know what I mean? And that's not always the best case too. I would always advise anyone to go get help, or go definitely talk to somebody. You know what I mean? Even if it's not your family, a close friend, a counselor, a teacher. You know what I mean? Anyone, like a classmate. But, you know, I just held it all in, you know what I mean? And like I said, that's just not always the case. You shouldn't always do that. But I had just always just been me, you know what I mean? Like, and people would literally, like, I remember this one time, this girl literally was like, I remember us just being like at a football game after school, and she had like thought that I had like said that I came out, you know what I mean? She was like, oh, finally, you know what I mean? Like, it's the way that she said it, you know what I mean? Which was kind of rude. Like, I remember just little shit like that. Like, people would just like assume anything about me, you know what I mean? But like, it hurt. It really, truly did. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sit up here and, like, lie to you guys. I'm not going to sit up here in front and act like it didn't hurt me and it didn't bother me. You know what I mean? Because it definitely did. But I never gave up, and I never stopped being me. You know what I mean? And I remember I came out after high school. So I had not came out to anyone up until after high school. And I remember I put it on Twitter. You know what I mean? That's like, I don't know why I put it on Twitter, you know what I mean? I literally was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna put it on Twitter. Like, I'm tired of like the assumptions. Like, I'm tired of people assuming like and at the same time, I was ready to be free, and I was tired of having to hide who I am, you know what I mean? And which that in itself fucking sucks, because you should never feel like you have to hide who you are. You should never feel like you need to cover up who you truly are on the inside, who, you know, who you were born to be. You know what I mean? No one, you should never feel like that. And I know it fucking sucks. And I know someone out there, a lot of people deal with this. You know what I mean? And hiding who they are, even from their family. You know, their close friends. Like, and I just got tired of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it just really got to the point where I was just like, you know what? I'm so tired of hiding who I am. You know what I mean? It's not even about proving it to and coming out and saying it to everyone. You know what I mean? It was more so for me to just come out and just feel free and just feel like I have that burden off my back. Not even that it should be a burden, you know what I mean? But like, anyone in the LGBT community, like, you know what it's like to have to hide who you are, to cover up who you are, just so people won't judge you, or you won't get the hate, or people won't understand it, you know what I mean? Or your family will disown you, or your friends will disown you, or people will turn their backs on you. But it doesn't, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You have every right to just say who you are and be who you are and be free and just live your life to the fullest and be with whoever you want and love whoever you want, you know what I mean? Like, love has no fucking gender to me, you know what I mean? I don't care what anyone has to say about it, you know what I mean? And I'm glad that I learned that now, but it took me time to learn that. And I remember, I know I'll keep jumping back and forth, like, from story to story, but like, I just really wanted to tell this video, and I'm just so happy that I can finally sit down and tell this video, you know what I mean? I don't know what took me so long, honestly, just because I'm so ready to just, I want to help anyone out there, any of my subscribers that have been in my shoes or are feeling like, you know, they shouldn't come out and be who they are and tell the world, you know what I mean, their family, their friends who they are. Like, you can, and if people don't accept it, oh fucking well, you know what I mean? You have to love yourself first, and you have to accept yourself first, and that's what I had to learn too. Like even though I said, like, I'm so thankful and so blessed that my family didn't turn on me and didn't disown me, you know what I mean? Even if they would have, you know what I mean, it would have fucking sucked, you know what I mean? And I probably don't know what I would have done, but I would have had to just accept myself first and love myself first, and that's what I want you guys to understand. Like, I don't give a fuck who doesn't accept you, whether you are gay, straight, transgender, bisexual. I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I literally do not care. If people cannot accept you, they don't deserve to be in your life, you know what I mean? Which that will probably be a whole nother video for a whole nother day, but like, I remember I was on I'm gonna get back to, okay, I keep jumping back around from story to story, but I remember when I had, like, me and my mom we were arguing one day, you know what I mean? Like I said, me and my mom, like, we argued, you know what I mean? Like, I'm never gonna sit up here and lie to you guys, like, and just act like we don't argue, because we definitely do, you know what I mean? Like, me and my mom's relationship is complicated sometimes, you know what I mean? But, you know, I love her, that's my mom, you know what I mean? And I really don't know what we were arguing about that specific day, but I literally just remember telling her, like, that's why I'm gay, you know what I mean? Like, and my mom told me now that she always knew, like, obviously, like, mom's intuition, parents, like, you know, your parents know, you know what I mean? Before anyone else, like, your parents know, you know? Whether they want to accept it or not, you know what I mean? And that's when I had came out, and she wasn't shocked, like, she wasn't hurt by it, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I'm her son, like, she's gonna love me regardless, you know what I mean? As any parent should. But I think it took her, just, like, it threw her off, because I just randomly said it, like, we were just arguing. I literally don't even remember what we were arguing about. We were, like, into, like, one of, like, a really big argument, and I had said it, and that's when I told my mom, or, like, came out to my mom, or she, you know what I mean? I guess you could say that, which, that's definitely not the way I would want to have told her, like, in a big argument, you know what I mean, of us, like, really going at it, because, like, I would just remember us, like, really going at it. I don't remember what thing we were arguing about, what specific thing we were arguing about, but that's when I came out to my mom, and then, like, obviously, I had told my other family members, like, and they just all were, like, oh, cool with it, you know what I mean, like, I'm sure they all knew, you know what I mean, but, like I said, then again, I'm really so thankful that, and blessed that they didn't disown me for just being who I was, you know what I mean, but I remember that pretty much is me coming out to, like, my family, like, nothing really too chaotic happened. Like, yes, me and mom had a huge argument, and that's when I had came out and told her, you know what I mean, but when I had finally put it on Twitter, I remember one night I was just sitting in my room, and I was talking to this girl. She was my best friend at the time. We're gonna call her Chloe. I don't know, because I was fucking watching the Kardashians. But I was on the phone with her and I was just like, should I put it on Twitter? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really just want to just be free, and basically just telling her, like, I'm ready to just, like, tell everyone, just like, everyone can stop assuming, and just, it's all just going to be out there, you know what I mean? And I can just truly live how I want to live, you know what I mean? As sucky as that is to say, because, like, you should always live your life the way you want to, and you should never be afraid to just come out and just be who you are, you know what I mean? Not even, just to be who the fuck you are, you know? And she was like, if you want to, like, it's up to you, like, I support whatever, you know what I mean? Like, no, we're not close now, and we don't even talk, but I'm also still thankful for her and grateful for her, because she still didn't judge me, you know what I mean? She was one of the people that didn't judge me, you know what I mean? So I'm always still thankful for her, but, she was just like, I don't know, like, it's just up to you, like, she was going to support whatever I decided to do, you know what I mean? And I was just like, fuck it, like, I'm going to put it on Twitter. So I just remember I made a tweet, I don't know, it was something like, sorry ladies, I'm gay, something like that. And I just remember people, not to say like it went like viral, but like a lot of people from my school retweeted, and they were just like, congrats. Some people were like, even, I don't know if some people were trying to be smart, but they were like, honestly, some people were like, I always knew, you know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? And after I put it on Twitter, I definitely felt literally so much better, and that was, I was in it's 2020, you know what I mean? I was in high school, and I graduated in 2014, so it's been some years, you know what I mean, since I like have came out, but like, you guys, it was honestly so free for me, like, it was literally like not even, I hate to say a burden, because it shouldn't have been like that, but like, it was just so free to just like be like, I am who the fuck I am, take me or leave me, you know what I mean? Whether you accept me or not, whether you like it or not, good or bad, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm free to be who I am now, and genuinely live the life that I want to live, you know what I mean? And love whoever the fuck I want to love, and if you don't like it, oh fucking well, and if you love it, I love it, you know what I mean? And I'm so happy, and I'm so proud of myself that I finally, like, have the courage to do it, you know what I mean? That's what I want you guys to know, like, you can have the courage to do it, like, to just be who you are and say who the fuck you are, whether people are going to like it or not, whether people are going to love it or not, or love you or not, you know what I mean? Like, if they don't accept it, and if they can't accept it and just love you for who you are, then they just don't deserve to be in your life, you know what I mean? I promise you there are going to be so many other people that you are going to come in contact with and are going to meet throughout life, and you know what I mean, that are going to genuinely accept you for who the fuck you are, and you don't have to explain yourself to who, who you love and who you decide to be with, and who you are as a person. There are going to be people that are just going to fucking accept you for who you are, and that's just that, you know what I mean? And there are going to be people out there that are going to talk about you. They're going to make fun of you. They're going to call you names, you know what I mean? They're going to put you down. They're not going to understand it. They're going to turn their backs on you. They're going to judge you. You know what I mean? That's all. It's just going to happen, you know what I mean? Like, I want to always be honest with you guys, and just be so transparent, just tell it how it is, you know what I mean? But at the same time, there are going to be so many people that are going to support you and going to love you and going to want you to be happy, and they don't give a fuck who you're with, and they don't give a fuck who you are, you know what I mean? They just love you as a person. They fuck with you as a person and what your soul is, you know what I mean? And that's what I always want you guys to know. I don't ever want you guys to forget that, you know what I mean? I know it is tough. Like, literally, there are so many stories of, like, people talking about me just for me being gay, you know what I mean? We would be sitting here for years, you know what I mean, literally. And like I said, it just was not easy, like, especially being, like, in not kindergarten, but, like, being in, like, elementary school, that was rough, you know what I mean, because kids are rough, not to say kids in high school weren't, or middle school, you know what I mean, because it was all rough, you know what I mean. Yes, it got better, you know what I mean, but people still, I'm sure, still have their assumptions, you know. But I'm happy that I came out, and that's what I want you guys to do, like, to just, I don't know, I can't speak. I want you guys to know that, you know what I mean? And just love yourself unconditionally for who you are, and you can love whoever the fuck you want to love, and love just doesn't have any gender. That is my opinion, and if you ask me, I will tell anyone that love has no gender to me, you know what I mean? It's all about being equal and being treated equal, you know what I mean? Like, not for who you were born to be, you know what I mean? Like, that should not matter. That should seriously not even matter at fucking all. And I know to this day, there are still homophobic people out there, you know what I mean? And whatever, you know what I mean? Like, but at the end of the day, we, as people part of the LGBT community, we need to love ourselves for who the fuck we are, you know what I mean? And this is everyone's time is when it's time for everyone to come out, they will come out. You know what I mean? And everyone's come out story is so beautiful. You know what I mean? Because it's their own journey. It's what got them to where they are now to just say who they are, you know what I mean, and not give a fuck. And if people judge it and look funny and give you funny looks, oh fucking well, you know what I mean. At the end of the day, you are who you are, you know what I mean. And everyone's come out time is when it's when they're ready, it's gonna happen, you know what I mean. Like that's there's no fucking shame to anyone, you know what I mean, that hasn't come out yet, or you know what I mean, or can't find the strength. That's why I wanted to make this video and literally tell you guys and tell you guys my story and just. Hopefully it just inspires someone or just can help any fucking one, anybody that watches this video, any of my subscribers, literally anyone that just scrolls past this video and sees it. And I hope that it can help, you know what I mean? That's why I wanted to make this video. But like I was saying, everyone's like, when it's time for that person to come out, it's gonna happen, you know what I mean? It's nothing to rush. Don't feel like you need to hurry up and do it, you know what I mean? Don't feel like, you know, even if you see this video, don't feel like you just need to go and do it tomorrow, you know what I mean? Or like the next day, or like today, you know what I mean? It's gonna, when you're ready, and you'll know when you're ready, you know what I mean? Like I knew when I was ready, you know what I mean? I knew I was ready to make that tweet, you know what I mean? I knew I was ready to tell my family, you know what I mean? I knew on the inside, you know what I mean? And you guys will know, you know what I mean? You'll know, definitely, you'll know. You just know that feeling when you're ready to just be as free as you can fucking be as free as a bird. Literally, when I just came out, like I just felt like so free. Like that's just the way that I could describe it. I just felt so fucking free, like a bird. You know what I mean? Like it was just, I could be whoever the fuck I want to be. You know what I mean? I can just, I don't know. I felt like just running around naked. I don't know. That's probably a weird way to put it, but like I was just so happy when I came out and could be who the fuck I was, and I didn't. And if you liked it, you liked it, and if you didn't, oh fucking. There are people still to this day that don't like the fact that I'm gay. I'm sure we can all relate to that, you know what I mean? But they don't matter, you know what I mean? What matters is the people that love you for who you are, and what matters is that you love yourself unfucking conditionally, no matter who you are, no matter LGBTQ, you know, gay, straight, I don't care, you know what I mean? Bisexual, transgender, I literally do not care. You know what I mean? You have to just love yourself unconditionally. You have to be okay with who you are, you know what I mean, first. And I know I probably sound like a fucking broken record, but if people are gonna like it, they're gonna like it. And if they don't, they're just not, you know? Like, people part of the LGBT community that, you know, commit suicide and, you know, or get bullied on a daily, you know what I mean? Like, and that's so horrible, you know what I mean? Just for being who they are, and just they can't be who they are, you know what I mean? Because people judge them and people give them so much hate, you know what I mean? But like, if I literally, even if I am one person, you know what I mean? Like, if I can do anything to like stop that or bring awareness to that or talk about and share my story with whoever's going to listen, whoever needs it, you know what I mean, needs to hear my story, you know what I mean, that's exactly what I intend to do, and I will always do that, and I will always stand up for what I believe in, you know what I mean, and especially when it comes, because that's a part of me, that's my family, you know what I mean, and I will always stand up for that, and I will always stand up for what is right, and stay to be who you are, and that's why I always say be whoever you want to be, you know what I mean, wear whatever the fuck you want to wear, dress however you want to dress, even though that's the same thing as what I just said, but like, you guys know what I mean, like, I always stand for just being free and just being whoever the fuck you are, because I know what it was like to hide who I am, you know what I mean, and have to like suppress that just so I wouldn't get judged so much, or I wouldn't get hate from so many people, or I wouldn't get asked on a daily, like, are you gay, like, are you this, are you that, you know what I mean, so I know what that's like, 1000% I know what that's like, I know, and I know how that feels, you know what I mean, to have to suppress that, and you don't want to have to suppress that. You want to just be who you are and say, yes, I am gay. Why the fuck does it matter? You know what I mean? Like, I know what that's like, and it fucking sucks, but if my story can help anyone, help any of my subscribers, anyone out there that needs to see this video or needs to hear this, like, that's why I wanted to make this video, you know? But like, even through all that bad shit, you know what I mean? Even though I went through all that hate, all that negativity just for being who I was and got talked about, you know what I mean? Like, I came out on top, and I'm here to tell, I can tell this story, you know what I mean? Because like, you know, everyone doesn't make it, you know what I mean? Everybody doesn't get to sit here and tell their story, and you know what I mean? And just be free, you know what I mean? And that's what sucks, you know what I mean? But if I can help anyone out there, you know what I mean, and if I can tell my story, like I said, then that's exactly what the fuck I plan on doing. That's exactly what I'm going to do. You know what I mean?